All right, guys. We'll be interviewing one of the protagonists of Octa Championship. They'll be happening on September 28. We have Shiraz Hussein here, one of the fighters. Shiraz, first question, napanood na kita ilang beses pero hindi ko alam, ang tawag pala sa'yo, hooligan. Bakit naman hooligan? Alam ko medyo magugulo yung mga hooligan eh. Why are you called the hooligan?
Actually, it was like binigay na name nung friend ko kasi usually whenever I fight, uh, other than just, of course, this is a sport, so there's some techniques and everything. Pero usually, whenever I go in the cage, I fight like very violently, Like if there's no technique na pwede na ubra, I just fight, parang let's bang here sa gitna, ganun.
So expect natin sa laban mo, all out, magkakagulo, kumbaga.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Okay. Before I ask you my follow-up question, let me just do a quick intro, okay? All right. Here comes the boom, boom, pow, Powcast Nation, stand up now. Get ready for the truth, Powcast, the pioneer, the original Pow. Sports updates, join Powcast Nation. Powcast Sports #1.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
All right. What's up, guys? Again, Pau Salud Powcast Sports. I'm here with Shiraz. He'll be fighting on September 28 sa Hydro Super Club. Shiraz, napanood na kita dati, no? I think 2 beses na, no? But you're fighting here sa Octa Championship. Let me back it up a little bit, no? Shiraz, how did you start sa MMA muna? I know naka 6 fights ka na, pero how did you start sa MMA?
So actually, di talaga ako totally parang fan ng combat sports before. And nag-start yan actually sa kapatid ko. Tapos he usually compared na Muay Thai siya, ganyan-ganyan. And try to apply yung mga techniques on me where we always, magkapatid, laging nagkakasubukan. Then, after that, I did join yung mga taekwondo varsity teams, and then I usually get into fights na lalo sa schools, ganyan. And dumating din sa point na, syempre, I used to watch a lot of UFC fights, ganyan. And combined of that, I did have an interest na mag-join na ng MMA. I did first join Muay Thai. But then, every time na pinibreak yung clinching, dumadating sa point na medyo nabibitin na ako eh. I want something more na fight and i-stop na lang yan pag tapos na, parang ganon.
Kumbaga, whether clinching or not, gusto mo fight ng fight, walang break.
Yes. And I always have this imagination sa mga nakakaaway ko noon na if I have the chance na i-lock nila ako dun sa loob ng cage with them just for 3 minutes, it would be, one of my dreams that I was wishing before. Then, of course, hindi naman mangyayari yun. So, I think this is the reason na I came to MMA.
All right. Before I ask you to sa mga nakaway mo dati, yung kapatid mo muna, na-curious ako. So, yung kapatid mo ba lumalaban din ngayon o hindi?
Yes, siya yung unang nag-compete sa Muay Thai. But then, siya hindi niya natinuloy. And then, later on, ako yung nagkaroon ng interest dun sa sports.
So, anong nalaman nyo ngayon? Mas magaling ka?
Syempre, mas marami na ako na But then, of course, I would appreciate him kasi without him na, syempre, inasar ako or what, for sure, I won't be siguro here sa sports.
Yeah, now it's a sports. Pero, sabi mo kanina kasi, ini-imagine mo yung mga kaaway mo. You have 6 fights. Doon ba sa 6 fights mo, meron ka ba dong kaaway dati na hinamon mo lang sa laban?
Wala. Actually, wala. But then, sa 6 fights ko, meron akong nakainitan dati sa gitna ng laban. Si Christian Benchampo. I think teammate din siya ni Daniel Francisco, yes. Pero it's just between him and me. Pero I think wala na siya ngayon. Retired na ata siya. It was like 2019 pa. Kung sana parang even after the fight, ayun, nag-away pa rin kami, parang gano'n.
Nag-away pa rin. Usually, pagkatapos ng cage, dapat batiin eh.
Ha? Oo, usually. Pero hindi din ako good ending kasi yun nga, nagkaroon ng nagyabangan na, nag-angasan na, tapos naging personal na lahat. But of course, wala na yun. Tapos na yun. I just leave it like.
Alright, so at least tapos na yun. Ito, medyo intriga ako ng konti. If you can answer this or not. Kasi na-intriga ako doon sa mga na-imagine mo nung bata ka. Meron ka ba doon sa mga nakaway mo dati na kahit wag mong banggitin yung pangalan kasi baka mapanood niya, biglang hamunin ka. Pero meron ka nasa isip mo na, sana makalaban ko to sa cage?
Dati. Pero, syempre, kung, to be honest, syempre, wala na, okay na kami, nagkapati-pati na rin. If I would have given a chance, maybe, pero ngayon sa level na to, it's a really different level. Baka kung mangyari yun, he'll really take a lot of physical damage that even him, he cannot imagine.
Yeah. I see you're smiling na nasa isip mo, but I also see na you're kind of changed man. Now, what does the sport teaches you? Kasi yung dati nakikipag-away ka dati, wala kang skill, ngayon may skill ka na. It's really different when you have the skills. What MMA or Muay Thai taught you as a sport? Sa pakikipag-away.
Yes, actually maganda, gusto ko yung tanong mo. When I started to engage dito sa sports, of course, whatever I feel na parang gigil na usually kasi if you're not into the sports, syempre hindi ka babad sa suntukan, hindi ka babad sa sakit. So usually when you go out there, you feel like kung sino na lang makita mo, whatever can trigger you, hahanap ka ng lusot para mag-break out ng fight or anything, you know. Pero dito, since syempre halos araw-araw ka naman nakikipagsuntukan sa gym, sparring and everything, actually, doon mo na lang naibubuhos yung mga bagay-bagay na yun. So whenever I come out after the training session, mas kalmado na ako, mas relaxed na ako, and I don't need to prove anyone doon sa labas na mas matapang ako. But of course, syempre as a fighter, we all have this thing inside us na sige, subukan mo. Parang ayaw ko, pero inside, alam mo yun, it's just in the mind na ayaw ko. Pero emotionally, it's there na parang just one click and then you're in. Parang apply ko na dito lahat. Gano'n.
Diba? Pero
I break him, Baga, wow sa akin kita ng buong buo. And when I start, if magsimula na yun, tatapusin ko na yun. Parang gano'n. Hindi yung one punch pop up and then stop, awat, relax. Hindi, wala gano'n.
Nakikita ko na yung mentality mo, Baring Shiraz, no? So, in any case, since we're talking about mentality, it looks like you're always going for the kill, sabi mo nga. Sa mga hindi nakakilala sa'yo, how would you compare your style? Are you a striker or are you a submission artist? Who do you pattern your style sa isang sikat na MMA fighter ngayon?
Actually, when I started MMA, I was really thin. So I was like I was searching for like teen MMA fighters. Gumagano'n pa ako noon. I was watching UFC I was introduced kay GSP kasi yun yung favorite fighter nung kapatid ko. But then parang hindi ko favorite yung style niya. Maganda, matalino, pero hindi ko favorite yung style niya. I was looking for a little bit more brawler Yung medyo I was in the game kasi para doon no. Not just to punch, to win. It's more than that, parang gano'n. So, I was looking for it kasi I was thin that time. So, I was looking. The first thing that came out was Conor and it was Max Holloway. It was that time I went out to the Google form. May search din yung images. Then, I was flexing myself sa mirror na mukha ba akong payat, ganyan. Then, of course, it was not the prime of Conor yet. Medyo mayabang pa siya nun And I didn't like him that time rin. Pero ayun, over time, I did first like him kasi yung style niya, it was related to parang karate or taekwondo. Then I tried to combine a little bit of more boxing. Pero if you ask me if I'm really a fan of any other UFC fighters, I think I'm not really fan of anyone sa UFC. It's just maybe their style only, pero yung isang fighter lang, no, it's not.
How about in local? Do you have anyone you look up to?
Local, wala rin.
Wala rin.
Well, yes, pero
Usually kasi
actually,
mga inspiration, ikaw wala talagang you have a purpose. Your purpose that is para ilabas yung init
yes,
sa
but
katawan.
I came to the sports actually first. The intent is to fight. To fight lang. Gusto ko lang makapaglaban yan, makipagsutukan ganyan. But again, there's techniques and everything. It's not that easy. So, no, so you have to apply something else on that. Pero then, of course, as I grew up, nagkakaroon man ako ng mga hilig sa mga fighters. Pero it's about the specific technique, not the specific fighter.
Wow, impressive. Kakaiba yung outlook mo dyan. Usually, idol ko si ganito. Ito yung ano ko.
Oh, usually ganun.
So how does talk to me about your trainers? Paano sino yung trainer mo? Paano kaya minamanage yung ng trainer mo yung pagko-coach sa'yo being your mindset is like that? Kasi baka kailangan pa pigilan ng trainer mo na hindi ganyan, gumamit ka ng style, mukhang all fire. Sino yung nagtuturo sa ngayon at saka anong gym ang nire-represent mo?
Actually, gano'n naman nangyayari. Ang handler ko actually si Rosenberg Rosete. He's also my manager. But we also have another coach, Mel Espinosa. So sila yung nagtuturo sa akin. And of course, since I'm from FIS, I have some teammates also that helps me. So whenever we usually spar, syempre, ayun, tulad ng sinabi mo nga, it's always yung mainit, yung bubugan. But again, over time, it was before like that. Pero over time, as I tumatagal ako sa sports, syempre I have to respect yung training partners ko, yung technique ng coaches and everything. So whenever I spar, I have to calm and apply the techniques. So may times na, of course, I'm really, parang yung gutom na gutom ka na brawl lang tayo, ganun, okay na yun. Pero, of course, I have to respect them. Papayag naman sila, pero of course, una-una, I'm a bigger guy now. I'm around 80 kilo. Unlike before, I was fighting at 145. I once have a brawl with my teammate, si Richard Redman. He's a former URCC fighter. And yeah, we did brawl sa gym. I think I did have the sakit ng ulo for 1 week. I cannot move and my eyes is really dizzy for 1 week. And it was that day that it was really fun, pero hindi siya palaging mangyayari.
Okay.
But of course, for me,
a professional brawl naman yun. Hindi naman kayo mag-aaway, no? Talagang nag-brawl lang talaga.
Just a teammate. Nagsuspar lang kami. And of course, we do apply techniques. But syempre kung in the zone ka na, especially ako, striker ako, hindi naman ako grappler. I do grapplings for MMA only, pero hindi dahil I'm really a fan of grappling. Pero I like grappling Pero syempre kung titimbangin ko siya, mas gusto ko yung striking. So of course, nandun na kami. And of course, it's part of the game, of the training minsan. But of course, coaches, of course, nandun sila para i-monitor and itigil yung mga uncontrollable na nangyayari sa fighters, and it's normal.
Okay, so grabe, no? Parang kailangan yata binidio yung laban na yun. Mukhang matindi yung matindi yung nangyari. So, ito, yung sa laban mo sa Octa Championship, kailan mo nalaman naman?
Actually, one of the matchmaker offered me na si Bal. I think si Bal siya matchmaker. Yeah, he offered me na if I wanted to fight dun sa Octa. Kasi, yun nga. Then they matched me kay Mariano Jones. But then I think there's something, of course, uncontrollable circumstances na nangyari kay Mariano. He pulled out of the fight. So I think he have some personal thing that happened to him. I think it's not because he's afraid of me or anything. It's not about that. Yeah, he's a brave guy, and I was really excited to fight him that time. But then, of course, I think you have some personal things that happened in him, so you have to pull out. So then they replaced me with this guy, Benedict Morante. I don't really know him yet. I think kasi bagong nga lang siya.
Okay. But let me tell you right now, mukhang hindi naman yata mapapaya yung matchmaker. Kakakausap ko lang kanina and I'm already seeing a good stylistic action fight because kung hindi mo siya kilala, pakilala ko ng konti, taekwondo rin siya. Bata pa lang. And he silver in the Asian competition of taekwondo. So he's really good. So if you do not know him, now he is also good in taekwondo. So this could be a striking battle. So are you telling me na hindi ka pa rin nakapag-research tungkol sa kanya? Wala pa nakikitang laban?
Wala pa actually. Pero of course, my coaches, yung team ko, they're telling me na hanapin na nga yun so they can like tailor the game plan for me na regarding dun sa opponent na yun. But again, on my side, since bago nga lang siya this year, just started this year, I think we're not on the same level. Yung level niya at yung level ko magkalayo. Even though he's a striker, he lack of experience pa. So I think if he is to win, I don't think so. It's really that easy for him. But it's not really that hard for me, to win. So I don't think the pressure is on him. The pressure is on me. Because, syempre, hindi ako pwede matalo sa baguhan, di ba?
So you believe you're the favorite and he's the underdog in this fight?
Yes, I believe so na mas kilala nila ako and mas they favor me to win the fight.
Okay, you can answer this or not. Medyo straightforward na question. From Mariano Jones, I know Mariano Jones, a UFCC fighter, really strong guy, to this guy na baguhan. Do you feel kinda like, okay, medyo, kasi narinig ko sabi mo, baguhan yung sinabi mo. Do you feel that they should have gotten a better opponent for you?
For me, of course, I wanted a better opponent. Yung the one that can really, really bang with me inside the cage, Pero again, this is a fight game, whoever you put in front of you, wala kang choice kundi tanggapin lahat yun. That's a fight. It's more of a fight, not of the person. But if they could give me a person na really, really strong, sa welterweight, of course I want that. Yun yung mas gusto ko. I was scheduled to fight Hero before, nung May, pero the fight was canceled sa Zeus. So I think they have some controllable or personal thing that happened also. Yeah.
This guy also fought sa Zeus, no? So ang hirap kasi tanungin ka about yung sa kalaban mo kasi hindi mo pa na-check. But knowing what you know, how do you expect the fight to happen dito sa baguhan na 2-0? Ano sa tingin mong mangyayari?
Okay,
kind of prediction.
My prediction, this is my personal opinion about the fight, about him also, tsaka sa akin. So for me, when I go in there, I'll make sure na bubuhos ko lahat na pinaka-violenting mga pwede kong gawin sa kanya. I'll make sure na for him accepting this fight, it's not that easy na parang nag-MMA ka lang, na ganito, ganyan ka lang. Ganun na lang yun. Of course, this is a business, no? This is a business. You don't want any other person na tatabi sa negosyo mo. So what you'll do is you have to chop that down and, destroy him really completely, burn him down, parang ganon. So my plan is to really just beat him violently and make him, like, of course, regret you joining MMA. But if really is a pure, truly a true fighter, syempre babalik yan.
Wow. Nararamdaman ko na agad yung fire. Iba talaga eh. Unang pasok mo pa lang alam ko na is gonna be parang all fireworks itong laban na ito. And speaking of all fireworks, again, this is on September 28 sa Hydro Super Club. Shiraz, we were offered, but were you told na si Rendon Lambador ang magpo-promote nito? Kilala mo ba si Rendon?
Yes, kilala ko siya. Pero personally, hindi. I mean, sa mukha, kasi syempre, is part of the mga kilala rin, promoter. And he wants, I think, sila ata yung nagpalaro ng RSF before.
That's correct, sila nga yun. So, what do you think about the Octa Championship and the advocacy of Rendon? Kasi hindi lang MMA ang pinapalaro niya, may basketball, may pickleball and other sports. What can you say about this advocacy of influencer na magpa-promote at tumulong sa MMA community?
Of course, for me, I'm very grateful na may tao pa rin na ganyan mag-isip, ano? Kasi usually people are spending their money or anything to promote other things. Pero ito sa sports it's more of like, it's also helping athletes to, of course, parang have the opportunity to compete and to be known also. And as a stepping stone for their dream kung saan man nila gusto umabot pa sa sports. So I'm very grateful sa taong yan na he opened an opportunity or door for us fighters to compete and to show our skills that we really have these fighters here in the country.
Yeah, marami talaga. No? Actually, more on sa boxing ako, ang daming fighter and I'm glad na may mga nagpo-promote din ng mga MMA. Alam ko marami, no? Marami tayong napapanood pero hindi pa rin kasing dami. Now, Shiraz, every fighter wants to be a champion. Obviously, I'm sure you do. But at 28 years old, how do you envision yourself in maybe short term, 5 years? Do you see yourself, you really want to still go for UFC, one championship, or how do you see yourself as a fighter?
Okay, sige. Okay yung tanong mo. Yeah. Question ko rin yun sa sarili ko Honestly, for me, before it was na parang gusto ko mag-1, gusto ko mag-UFC. I did try before na parang tumigil na lang sa sports kasi parang if you set a goal and it's parang 50-50 na siya you will magre-rating ka ulit kung ano ba talaga ang gusto mo. But then my personality, my character, kumbaga ngayon wala na akong goal na gano'n. But my goal here now is just to fight. It's just to feed my personality or my character as a fighter. Kumbaga, without MMA, maybe I've been fighting outside, So ngayon nandito ako sa MMA just to feed yung gutom or nafe-feel ko pa na gusto makipagsuntukan, exchange violently sa loob ng ring.
Okay, Shiraz, thank you very much for that. Sabihin ko na kagad sa'yo kasi na-interview ko si Ben. I think you have the same passion. Sabi na, it's not about the money. He just wants to fight as well. So, what's your message to Ben?
My message to Ben, of course, I hope he trained very well. Kasi when we meet on the cage, of course, I'm gonna really beat you violently. That this person cannot imagine and have not been there on that situation on his career. Especially, actually, bago lang naman siya. So it's gonna be a wake up call for him.
Okay, all right. What a direct to the point message, Shiraz. It's your time to thank your team, sponsor, friends. Kung meron kang mga gustong i-shoutout sa pasalamatan.
Of course, I want to thank yung Fish Gym, sila yung sumuporta sa akin since day one, even since I started MMA career. Yung coaches ko, yung manager ko, si Sir Rosenberg Rosete. Of course, I want to also thank T-Rex MMA for helping me out sa mga training ko minsan, like Direk Sambuanga, Fritz Bayagtan, and other people there sa gym. And of course, I have a teammate also fighting, si Fernando Espinosa. He also helps me out. Actually, we help each other out sa training camp. And I think that's it. Sila lang. And I want to thank also yung coach ko, Coach Mel Espinosa. Especially him yan. Lagi niya akong accommodate me a lot and everything I need.
All right. Thank you, Shiraz. One more thing. Invite them sa September 28th. Say something like, I'm Shiraz Hussein. I want to invite you to the championship. Something like that. Go.
So ayan, my name is Shiraz. I'm inviting you to watch our fight on September 28th at Hydro Super Club. Sorry, ano yung oras? 6 p.m. I think that the time will start at around 6 p.m. And I'll make sure na everyone that bought the ticket will never regret our main event. And I promise that.
All right.
You will
Thank you
see
very
not
much,
just the
Shiraz, ha?
sport. Okay. Ayan lang.
All right. Salamat, sir, and hope to see you and good luck sa inyong dalawa ni Ben.
Alright. Thank you. Thank you, brother.